A sloth's first commentary is always something that's very special and very meaningful, and here we are doing it today. So without any shitty backstory about why I'm a sloth, let me real quick discuss who we are talking about today. Today we're going to be taking a look at a channel that goes by the name of That Chosen Reborn Guy, which that is a mouthful for a username, and honestly should be a little shorter, dude, if you do want to grow any popularity on this platform. Now, why are we talking about him today? Well, first, let's just talk about who this guy is and the type of content he makes. So as you can tell by the title, it's the commentary YouTuber who hates commentary. We are exposing ourselves to a YouTuber that does commentary videos but hates the commentary community and claims that he is not a commentary channel. The first piece of criticism I would just like to throw at him right now is the fact that the way that he does his videos is similar to those of a mixture of Nicholas DeOreo and John Swan. So saying that you hate commentary when some of your biggest inspirations are commentary YouTubers is very, very hypocritical of you. Now, I can go on and on all day about how that is hypocritical, but today we are going to be talking about two videos in specific. The first being My Problems with the Commentary Community Part 1, which a more fitting title would be I steal Lieutenant Cobra's video on Tommy C and use it as half of my video, defend Britbong for being a pedophile, only speak for like 5 minutes of this 18-minute video, and the rest is just other clips of Augie, Tommy C, and Keemstar cut out of context because I cannot create my own content. That's more of a fitting title. And the second video we're talking about is My Problems with the Commentary Community Part 2, featuring Scumbag Hector, which is more like I learned how to speak more, but I made myself look more stupid doing so. So why don't we jump right in? When we take a look at his first video, there actually isn't that many points that can honestly be made, because the video is only 18 minutes long, and honestly, he barely says anything in it. As I stated prior, this video is mainly just Lieutenant Cobra's video cut down for like half the video and then just clips of Tommy C talking. But let's get into my first point where he's trying to defend Britbong. So Britbong is somebody who is on the H3H3 payroll, who was exposed when everyone found out that he was on H3H3's payroll for having child pornography, but also was exposed for doxing other people and swatting them as well. I'm not gonna get into this because the point of the video is for me to talk about this guy, not go into another drama. But if you do want to learn more about this, I'll leave a link to the video titled Nuclear Fallout, Ethan Klein, H3H3 Productions by Nicholas DeOreo. It goes into the evidence of explaining how Britbong did indeed spread CP and did perform other acts of harassment on the internet. Now, the thing about this video is that it was released November 16th, 2020, yet all this Britbong stuff is very old. This stuff was happening even way before this video was ever released, and the whole thing about Britbong was, it's true that he is a shitty fucking human being. No 4K quality video that you provide to the internet will explain that he is not a shitty person and that he is innocent of doing what people have called him out for doing. He is not an innocent man, and you keep trying to prove that he is when there is no, and I mean no, way for you to actually say that Britbong is an innocent person. So as this whole Britbong thing is unwinding, he then brings up Tommy C, who is a YouTuber with about 45,000 subscribers and runs a news show on the internet. One of Tommy's mods came out and told Tommy that Britbong had sent him something, you know, inappropriate, and Tommy immediately jumped on the wave asking if it was child porn and was calling him a pedophile. This was the only good thing and good criticism That Chosen Reborn Guy made. As I've talked to other commentary YouTubers, Tommy C does have a tendency to kind of jump on to calling people out certain things, like either a pedophile or rapist. Those are just some examples, without researching the information completely. And this is not what someone should be doing on a news show. So, well played here. The remainder of this video is basically just Lieutenant Cobra's video, followed with a little bit of an epilogue that he makes, just basically saying that he's done with the video, and then including the clip of Keemstar talking on Twitter about how Britbong is a pedophile and that H3H3 should not have hired him. He leaves a link to Lieutenant Cobra's video, so honestly, I'm gonna do the same thing because I want to critique your content. You showing someone else's content and trying to make it as if it is your own is already a problem in and of itself. So there's not really much more that I can say about this first video because, I mean, he didn't even make it. It's all just Lieutenant Cobra's video. And I'm not gonna go in and rewatch the entire Lieutenant Cobra video and provide criticism to Lieutenant Cobra. I'm here providing criticism for this guy. So now we can jump into the second video, which is a much bigger version. It is a 30-minute video rather than an 18-minute video, where actually, for the first time, Chosen Reborn guy decides to speak a little bit more than he did prior, and he made himself look like an idiot doing that. So the first thing that he goes into talking about was the Pyman situation. And the big thing that he has against this whole situation was the way that John Swan handled it. He said that John Swan went way too crazy on Pyman, and I want to say that this is completely and utterly false.
I don't know why I said that. I'm not attracted to 12-year-olds. I don't know why I said that.
Why would you say that?
Why
would you say that? Out of everything you could have said, why did you say that?
That was, you know, it was a big fuck up. It was something which is really bad. And I'm very stupid. I'm very an idiot, and I shouldn't have done that, and I'm really stupid, but I'm not, you know, I'm not attracted to 12-year-olds.
You mean, that's fine.
You still said it, though.
It's fine to say that, mate, but you said it in DMs, right? And you even cemented it because, you know, it's earlier on when Cobra was in the call, you thought that wasn't going to get leaked. You thought that was going to stay private. No. Why would you say that in private, not because it was going to get leaked if you didn't mean it?
Well, I thought it wouldn't get leaked because I wanted it to not get leaked because I could tell, out of context,
yes, of course.
It looks really bad.
I would want that to get leaked either, Pyman, because that's really incriminating. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be real with you, okay? I'm going to be real. After this, I'm going to head off, okay? This is not good. This is something I believe you need to get help with in some way. I don't know whichever avenue you want to take with that. But I think you need to get help because these are the sort of feelings, if you're trying to deny them now, well, earlier, you know, you said in her DMs that these were feelings that you had. I know you're trying to deny them, but I mean, if you legitimately feel this way, and I'm not going to ask you to respond or say if you do or not, right? But if you legitimately feel this way, you need some help, right? You need to you need to log off. You need to, like, leave online settings because you cannot have a public platform when you've admitted to this stuff. And this stuff is going to haunt you now, forever online. Like, you've said that. That's come out. People are always going to know that. The people are going to know. That's what you're going to be known for, right? You can't stay online with that on your record, like, regardless, even. But especially if you actually believe what you said. And I know you're in damage control mode, right? I know you're trying to deny that you said it. That's fine. Maybe you do deny it. Maybe you're not. But whatever. If you legitimately feel that way, you need to log off. I think you need to log off regardless. To be honest, but you definitely need to log off. You need to get help. And I don't know if you can return, but maybe if you do return, it has to be in a few months when you've shown you've changed. Because, you know, I don't think that this is in any way acceptable.
Pyman was a 15-year-old who was talking to a 12-year-old and had admitted that when he learned he was talking to a 12-year-old, he got more turned on. Now, for us USA viewers, this doesn't sound like a crazy problem. Like, obviously, yeah, 12-year-old, that's really young, 15 still young. But here's what we need to realize. Pyman is not from the United States. Pyman is either from one or two countries, as you can hear from his accent in the prior clip. You can tell that he is either from the UK or that he is from Australia. In the UK and in Australia, the age of consent is 16, which means the thing that separates a minor from a major or an adult would be the age of 16. If you look at this from an EU or an Australia perspective, you can tell how this is much more, not incriminating, I would say, but I would say much more alarming for future tendencies where you have an almost adult in the eyes of Europe and in Australia, or I shouldn't say Europe, in the eyes of England and the eyes of Australia, you have an adult talking to a minor. Now, yes, this is two minors talking. That it's still not okay, and it still can raise some red flags. John Swan, by getting so upset about this, is trying to get his point across to Pyman. He's trying to exclaim to Pyman that, like, this is not okay. Like, you have royally fucked up. And by telling him to get off the internet and, like, getting away and just, like, you need to leave, you cannot make, like, anything about yourself, you need to go, is actually John Swan trying to protect Pyman, making sure that his reputation does not get ruined. He removes himself from the internet so he doesn't get in trouble in the future. John Swan is 100% trying to protect him. You bring up Crow of Judgment's video, talking about how Crow of Judgment goes over the stream itself, where John Swan is going in on Pieman, but in all honesty, it doesn't really add anything to your argument.
I'll tell you all a secret, right? And it's probably gonna get me fucking canceled. When I was 14, I dated a girl who I think was 12. We're like a grade apart, but like she then turned 13, and then I was still 14, but then I turned 15. So that probably means
it was the last time I successfully spoke to a woman.
Look at my tits.
It literally is just a video where he watches the stream and he gives an opinion on it. And he doesn't speak about any facts. He just gives his opinion, which is kind of like your channel, you know, all opinions with no facts. The final thing I want to say about your Pieman situation is do not bring up that Pieman has autism, and do not say that it may make him think he is another 12-year-old. If Pieman does indeed have autism, he has a mild case of autism, okay? A mild one, because it is definitely not severe. And nothing would make him think that he is a 12-year-old. And you want me to prove that, you know, because, you know, I'm a real commentator. I like to prove stuff. Let me just real quick let you know, like, you know, what the things of mild autism are. Problems with back and forth communication. Difficulty in developing and maintaining relationships. Preference for repeating the same actions, activities, movements, or words. Restricted interest combined with in-depth knowledge. Hyper or hypo reactivity to sensory output. None of those would make you think you are another 12-year-old. You have no knowledge of working with or knowing anything about kids with autism, and you didn't even Google anything to make sure. So if you're not going to put the work in to understand anything, just don't speak about it at all. So the next part of his video is talking about the Pyro situation. Now, I have stated prior in another video that I'm not discussing the whole Pyro situation, and I'm just gonna say it again. It's so all over the place, and there is just not enough information to really give an informative decision on the whole thing. But I am kind of just mad at the fact, or at anyone who is going out and immediately taking a side of one person over another due to lack of information and more opinionated stances than factual ones. The only thing that I will say about this whole Turkey Tom Pyro situation is that Tom made a video titled Responding to Pyro Cynical, and this guy, Mr. Reborn, did not mention how Tom did apologize for two things in this video. And these two things were something that Chosen Man Reborn, or whatever the fuck your name is, Tom apologized for the Kiwi situation, saying that he should not have compared the Kiwi situation to Pyro. And Tom also admitted that Pyro's Twitter was suspended when this was not true. And this did flaw a lot of Tom's argument in the first video he made. And finally, what does he do? He brings in the one, the only Scumbag Hector. So being an actual commentary YouTuber myself, like I said a little bit ago, I decided to reach out to a few other commentary channels such as my boy Tipster and my friend Aki Dave, so one bigger and one smaller creator, and I asked them what is up with Scumbag Hector, and they said the same thing. He is a dishonest creator. He makes videos exposing creators with flawed evidence and dishonest arguments. People also claim that he is just one of those small commentators who just thinks in the mindset of, if I shit on a larger creator, my channel will instantly start to grow, which both of these criticisms are very valid. Hector decides to go in on the Pyro situation, which again, I'm not getting into the Pyro situation, but let's just be honest. If Hector is talking about it, it probably is a load of gibberish. The end of the video that he made was an absolute meme, and my friend Aki Dave got a hilarious comment out of this ending. Dave asked, genuinely asking, what was your point with the last clip? Kind of confused. It was a point that was used against Tom, and Pyrocynical's response also thought it was funny hearing Nick say fat furries farting. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious, dude. So we've gone over a few things in these videos, and we've talked about a few things this video, and what are those things? We've talked about how this guy is a complete hypocrite, and that for someone that says he hates the commentary community and he hates commentary in general, he is someone that makes commentary videos and is inspired, and you can tell that his editing and stuff like that is very much so resemblant of other commentary channels. We've discussed how that chosen reborn guy doesn't necessarily do all the research, and he takes clips out of context rather than actually making factual statements. He goes on more sides of the opinion of things. He uses other people's videos instead of his own because he can't come up with things to make his own content, so he just decides to repost someone's video, such as Lieutenant Cobra in this aspect of his first video, where he constantly just kept saying, oh yeah, here's Lieutenant Cobra. Oh wait, Lieutenant Cobra again. Yo, Cobra's got something else. Yo, Cobra, can I just have your whole video, bro? Like, it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's a certified bruh moment. He brings in Scumbag Hector, which shows that he wants to bring in dishonest news sources in the community. He got the Pie Man situation wrong, and he fucked up in the Pyro store, and I'm not even doing anything about the Pyro story yet, and I know that he fucked up. I'm gonna be leaving the links to both of these videos down in the description of this video. If you would like to watch them and maybe give your criticism or anything on them, you know, that would be really cool. If you have some criticism for me, go right ahead. If you think that I messed up at certain parts in this video, please let me know. I'm always down to chat if I did mess up. My Discord's in the description. My Twitter is. You can DM me. You can message me. You could even, again, you can comment on this video and I will respond. But the whole deal is that chosen reborn guy, you need to rethink how you are doing everything on YouTube. If I have one piece of criticism, even if it is that you make commentary videos shitting on other commentary YouTubers, I have one piece of criticism for you, and it's the biggest one of all. Please, and I mean please, focus on doing more research, okay? Focus on doing more research for your videos. It is going to make everything so much better, and you are going to get less shit from creators like me and other creators who talk about you behind your back. That's the biggest piece of criticism I have. But everybody, I am going to wrap up today's video because, you know, as a sloth, I need to go get me some berries, but I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like on today's video because, you know, sloths deserve a like or two. Also, guys, remember, feel free to click the subscribe button down below, and when you are, turn on those post notifications because you will get a notification on your phone, tablet, and even laptop every time that I upload a brand new video to the channel. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and for watching this video till the end. It really means a lot. Remember to do all the great things you guys do on a daily basis, such as joining Sloth Saloon's Discord, liking, commenting, favoriting, subscribing, sharing, turning on all the post notifications, all the amazing things you guys do on a daily basis. Finally, everyone, remember to follow me on Twitter at Sir Sloth with 2 H's and no spaces. But remember, everybody, the big eyes and the creepy smile stay on during sex. But that's how we have to wrap up the video. I really hope you guys did enjoy once again, and I will see you all in my next video in a little. Peace, guys.